This is not rocket science, and you're listening to Derby Rocks.
Yo. She's the hottest little deal on hay wheels, burning like a baby out of hell. Jamming in a blocker and a little skull knocking, it's enough to make a grown man yell. Go, roller girl, look at that girl roll. Roller derby saved my soul.
Old pals Shram and Cash.
Hold on a second. I got the wrong microphones. They've changed positions.
Happy Friday. Hi.
Yeah.
Can you hear us yet?
Now the one that's usually you is me, and you are you. And yeah, you're fine.
And you are me, and we are they, and we are
all together.
Yeah. Or whatever. Yeah. Hi. Happy Friday.
I'm the walrus. Okay.
Cuckoo, kajoo. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So,
welcome to Derby Rocks. Thank you for hanging out with us. As always, it is fun to start with a bit of technical difficulties, but that is
what you expect.
Yeah, that is community radio for you, I suppose. But hey, we are here. We took a week off and we are back. Hey, Cash, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing, Mr. Shram?
Oof, I am feeling kind of poopy today, and that's all right. Anderson has a bit of a cold. I'll probably talk about that in our weeks, but yeah, I'm not feeling the best. I usually get it once a year. Hopefully this is it, so.
Yeah, I know.
Keep our distance, and you and I aren't going to make out today, Cash.
Oh, damn it. All right.
There goes that, so.
Okay, so yeah, but, well, you know what? If you get me out of the first week of school because I've caught a cold, I'm just saying that's probably not.
Feelings,
yeah,
right? That's funny.
I'm sick.
I'm sorry. I should have thought better, but I was like, I don't know how else we would do this.
No biggie.
We've got H&L joining us. I have been bugging her for like weeks now to come in, and she is probably just as busy as you or I with all the different things that she is involved with, like RCRD and FCRD. And going to be an official here soon, doing all the things. Yeah, awesome. We are excited to have H&L in studio, so it's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are back. We took a week off. We had some fun last Friday. We had a bunch of fun last week, actually. So I've got a ton of stuff, but hey, we're here. It's a little dark out there.
Yeah, it's dark. It's cooler than it's been.
It's so weird.
Coaster, though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it gets dark, and then you might get a little bit of rain, and then all of a sudden the sun's back out again.
Yes, it has been a little bit weird for sure.
It's supposed to be a beautiful.
Loving the rain. Yeah, now. I'm a big rain fan.
It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, they say it's going to be like this, like it is out now, the whole weekend. So.
Sure. So it's weird because I was, feeling under the weather, and I was freezing at home. I had my hoodie on and my sweats on under a blanket. And now that I'm here, I'm like sweating my face off. Yeah. There you go. Back away slowly for sure.
Yeah. What? No.
So yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm not dying or anything like that. And wow, very loud radio out there. Jeez.
That's outside, yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
one of the windows is open.
I hit a button or something like that. But
usually, that's not our technical problem.
Yeah, that one is not ours. That is somebody else's technical problem.
Definitely.
But, it's weird weather, but hopefully it'll be nice this weekend, and hopefully I'll get to feeling better here.
Yeah, because it's one of those. It's the last long weekend. Last weekend, there's absolutely no football, and it's we don't even have the Jerry Lewis Labor Day telethon anymore.
That's not a thing anymore?
Yeah. Do you remember that? No.
I do remember it existing. I didn't realize it wasn't I know he's dead, right?
Yeah, he's been dead for a few years.
For quite a while, but somebody else.
This is the time that he would do that.
Yeah, you always remember. It's like, we got to go back to school. But Jerry Lewis is on all weekend, and he's talking crap about other people. Yeah,
Great. I did not. I figured somebody else would have done it.
Yeah, he did have help. Ed McMahon helped him too, and I think Ed bit the dust too.
I was going to say he's been dead longer. I think.
Yeah, probably, probably. But but it's this is a 3-day weekend. Obviously, schools start. I mean, I know in the country, other places, schools have already started.
It's so weird to me how they decide that. So on the West Coast and the Midwest and stuff like that, kids have been back for almost like a month already. It starts in the beginning of August.
Well, even in Ohio, I've seen some of the Cleveland Guardians post kids going back to school, and I'm like, wait.
Yeah, I know. St. Louis, I saw Cat Daddy posted a picture.
Texas, they started a few weeks ago.
It's just so weird to me. And then even some even if you go out to Binghamton, I think they kind of start pretty early out there too. I mean, I know it's county by county and state by state, and they all have currently they have their own like congressional power to run the state themselves, which is easily on its way out. But,
yeah, well,
for now they can kind of run it themselves.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And yeah, I've always kind of questioned why it's so random everywhere.
Yeah, because I mean, like they want to close down the Department of Education, you know.
Sure.
So it's like it's gonna probably get a lot worse.
Good old Linda McMahon.
Yeah,
that's weird.
She doesn't know what A1 sauce is.
Yeah,
apparently.
That's still one of my favorite. Like you're. And we often get off on political tangents, so bear with us. Sorry, but
it's funny though.
How funny? Yeah, right. You're like the head of the Department of Education, and you keep calling it A1 instead of AI.
Yeah.
Yes.
And no, right? Yeah. And nobody was like, "Hey, Linda, hey." Right, like writing it on a big old piece of paper or something. It's AI, not A1, dummy. Yeah. You know, like you've had your hand in a $1 billion company.
Yeah.
And been able to do this, that, and the other thing, but you didn't know, and you don't have people in your world who will tell you that it's AI.
I mean, because she did it for multiple times for a long time. And someone in the room kind of come to her and said, "Hey, Linda."
Yeah. It was like a pretty big interview to be saying A1 or like a panel or something like that. Yeah. Either way,
that's all because she was tombstoned by Kane, man. That's
I agree.
She dropped some IQ points there, you know.
They had it when she was like catatonic because Vince was always banging other broads.
Apparently, he bangs
like
all the
yeah. I mean, it was a storyline, but like realistically, it's
the truth.
It's the truth. Yeah, 100%. He's a scumbag. It's awful. Go watch Mr. McMahon. You'll hear all about it. He's pooped on people. Come on.
Oh my God, that was
so gross.
Yeah, right.
So gross.
And what? Brock Lesnar's into water sports too. Like,
I want to move that closer.
Yeah, move that in a little bit. There we go.
Just turn it closer to your mouth.
Just want to hear.
I'm still not sure which mic you're on, so
yeah,
I just know you got a condom on it. So
the little mic condom.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
No,
we are falling right off.
Sorry.
The rails. No, this is great. Yeah. I love it. It's awesome. But yeah, it's a weird time to be alive. It's been like freezing in August.
Yeah.
Everything's fallen apart.
Last couple of days, 50 degrees in the morning, man.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Weird, right? Lots of rain on and off, big storms. But hey, it's Rochester. What are you going to do? Yeah. Welcome to the Derby Rocz political landscape and weather hour.
There you go, and get your bingo cards.
Yeah,
out.
get your bingo cards out. It's always a good time. But hey, it's happy. It's happy. I'm happy to be back in studio. I have a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, actually, when we were supposed to be on the air last week, we were actually out having fun doing something together.
Yeah,
so you know,
it's always good when we can sneak away.
Yeah, so that's cool. So let me jump into my week.
Yeah, why don't you tell me all about it? Because I think
I'm going to do 2 weeks because that's the last time
that's what we got.
Here.
Yeah.
So, but it was 2 weeks ago, and there wasn't a lot going on 2 weeks ago. But the B-sides
wrapped up their season.
Yeah, we had 3 games that Saturday. 2 juniors, and then the B-sides after that, and then the season ended, and it was 92 degrees, I believe, that day.
Right.
Yeah.
It was really
weird, right?
It was, it's like what we schedule the Derby days for the hottest days of the year, apparently, especially because I don't mind if you listen. I was the one probably. Besides the people who had all the gear on and everything, I had like dress stuff
on or whatever.
Yeah,
you're a crazy man.
So but I do choose that on myself. I could come out in a thong and like a tank top or something.
I'd pay extra for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to get more of these things on me. I got
some pasties.
Oh, yeah, you got all tattooed up. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I got the press-on tattoo.
I was gonna say, are you going to rethink that in the future? Because now you're going to go back to school with like a goofy.
Right.
I'll wash it. I will scrape a layer of skin off.
Get out the cheese grater.
Hold on.
That right off.
Let's see.
Oh yeah. He went hard.
For those of you watching on camera.
He sat so long for this. And he sat so still. It was great.
And so it looked like pretty good. And I was like, that is like such an extreme fake tattoo.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way that they're just like making fake tattoos like that. But
that's
lo and
crazy.
behold,
I know a couple of them.
I was like, Cash, you went from 0 to 100. I was like, this is what roller derby does to people.
Yeah, it's my superintendent came up to me the other day and he's like, "Oh, I see you got some stuff going on there." Well, he's a guy with sleeves, so it's like yeah. I said, "No, it's not real. I can't take it. And also my boss did too 2 weeks ago. So, but yeah, that's the only thing I remember from it is like, but it's pretty cool because I got one on this arm too. But and it's like it's almost gone. But so that was a lot of fun. That was kind of a good memorable last game of the year. We had a good crowd and. I got to play the Jaws theme while Sharky was skating around,
Sure.
you know, and which usually gets a chuckle out of a couple people. So I found some way to be
I was gonna say,
entertaining.
it's good for a laugh or two.
Yeah. So, but yeah, on the fly. But it was a lot of fun, and my son ended up having. I think I was telling you before the week before that he was having a party the same night, a big like kind of he had a housewarming a year ago, and this is like a year after that, and he wanted to do something again. So, so I didn't really go to the after party. I went to my son's house and got like a plate of food and chowed him from a fire.
Sure.
Yeah, chowed him from a fire, and then went
a
to
good
bed.
time, though.
Yeah, and so then these last couple of weeks on the job, and this is just summarizing what I do for a living. Has been because we're building. I've been building a lot of these electronic interactive flat panel screens, and it's been
Like smart boards?
yeah, smart boards, big ones. And we built 34 this summer, and we had 9 to do this past week. And it was like usually we can get one done. I don't know.
I know they come on like stands.
The
right?
stands are the worst part
Okay, I
putting
was gonna
together.
say, and then it's just like attaching the screen to the stand
Yeah.
at that point, right?
Yeah,
Does the
yeah.
screen come in multiple parts?
No, it's one big.
It's just the base and then
yeah.
the screen.
Yeah, so
Gotcha.
but the base is like super heavy, and it's got like some
I was
weird.
gonna say, it's got wheels, and then I'm sure you run the cable and
I must
stuff
have rolled
through
over my toe at one point or another because it's purple now. So, but
it. Is the nail coming off, or is it the toe?
it's the nails coming off.
I was gonna say mine's like well on the way.
Yeah, I must have just shook it off when it was going on because I don't remember. To be honest, I don't remember an incident when it happened. But so that's been my work week the last 2 weeks. Today was school starts like I said on Thursday next week, so I've got a few days
You got a
before
few
that.
days, yeah.
But that was our mission to finish that before summer, and we got that done Thursday. So it was kind of like I wanted to put up a finish line and have us run through it and do Chariots of Fire, dun 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 dun.
Solid reference, really topical.
Okay, never mind. So beyond that, So that's about we went to the fair too.
We did go to the fair. We went to a couple of fairs.
Yeah, we went to the New York State Fair, and I mentioned before we went live that we saw Cheap Trick and AJR the day we were at the State Fair, and we took a picture of Cheap Trick, even though we stayed probably for about 3 songs or 4 songs.
Yeah, it might have been 4 songs.
Yeah, I took a picture of them and posted it on the New York State Facebook page, and Robin Zander liked it, lead singer
cool.
of Cheap Trick. So I thought hey, that was just today, so that's pretty cool. Even though it wasn't a great shot or anything, but
Yeah,
he probably
that's all right.
was going down and liking everything or something,
Well, who
Either
knows how
way.
many people are actually taking pictures and posting at
Yeah.
this point
No,
anymore.
well, there was
So,
someone said, "Hey, post your pictures," and all of a sudden, the rest of the thread was like everybody's pictures. So then we saw AJR that night, which they were really good.
Yeah, that was super cool.
Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, they're like, they're just like wholesome young men.
Yeah.
They're a family. Their 3 kids are they're all brothers. So I thought it's like, and they they got off track a little bit in the concert
Yeah,
when
there
they
was like a lot of talking.
yeah, they wanted to do hey, come up here, we're gonna do something
We're
with
gonna do
you.
a cartwheel contest.
yeah,
Yeah. And
I didn't
it
know.
was mostly because they wanted the one brother to look silly, but he actually did it.
He did
pretty
a good
okay.
one. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So it was
And the 12-year-old beat him,
yeah,
though.
it was
so.
supposed to be goofy, but then a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Apparently, his hat. The lead singer has a hat that he wears, and that's his thing. So each night they do a contest on stage to give away a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they had a great crowd. That
Yeah,
was
it was
packed.
cool.
Yeah. So
I think they said something like 30,000 or something like that. I don't know if that's counting just people through the gate that day, or if it.
yeah, there wasn't really a ticker for who was there.
Yeah,
So
I always wonder how they figure that out.
yeah, I don't know.
Because there's always this big ass concert drew
Yeah.
100,000 people. How do you know?
Yeah.
Short of ticket sales. But
That's
if there's
it. That's the only way you
But if
can.
there's no ticket sales, and not everybody that goes to the fair is going to go see AJR that day, how do you know?
No, it's a good question.
Are they really tracking who leaves before that?
Maybe that's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, we did have to go through through a turnstile, so that's probably the only way they knew. I'm guessing.
Through, right?
So, in fact, what's funny is Leonard Skinner was there last night.
I think he
Yeah,
was.
what the heck? I see
Little
them
touch
for
of the
free.
racism.
No, dude, I would see him for free. That's not have to pay $80 to go to Darien Lake and see him play with ZZ Top or something.
Sure, they're every year. I don't think they were there this year, oddly enough. But it's not even. It's the cousin.
Yeah. There's
drummer.
Yeah. Most of them are dead.
Yeah,
yes.
there's no actual original members or
No.
family anymore.
Yeah, it's like Foreigner. Foreigner's
Sure.
exactly like that too. So just
know,
remember if you're gonna go see him.
Sublime just played, and
Oh.
on one hand, I wanted to be excited about it, but it's the son of Bradley or
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, it's the son
And
of the
it does
singer.
Original
sound-
members, but
he sounds
yeah.
like him, but it's just
Yeah,
it's the same as like seeing Guar, and they've got like a new lead singer, and it's like
every
it's
couple of
almost the
years
same,
now.
Yeah, like
I have a new Sublime song on the CD I brought, so maybe I will play that because
Sounds good. Very
is it a new
topical.
one?
it's I'm sure they're playing it in concert. It's called Insada. It was off their new. They put out an album recently,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm guessing they probably played it. I don't know.
Is that when they were still with Rome, or is that with?
Well, this was just like this just came out like within like last month or so.
Oh, okay,
You know,
then,
so
then it's with Bradley's kid. I can't think of his name, but I know they were doing like Sublime with Rome for a while, and they had the guy from the Dirty Heads or something like that singing with them. I think.
You're right.
yeah. So there's some great. But speaking of shows, Black Keys is Saturday night. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Jealous.
Yeah.
I'll be waist deep in crappy rednecks out in Darien.
Oh, who's playing?
Brian.
Luke. Oh,
Yeah. It'll be fascinating, and it's always entertaining, but it'll likely also be a mess.
Yeah.
At least I do have the fact that it's not going to be 1,000,000 degrees tomorrow, so kids won't be dropping out.
That's a very good.
dehydration.
That's a very good thing. Well, one more thing before I end my
sorry,
week
we
is
got way off track.
that we went the next day. We went after we went to the fair. We went to the St. Mary's
St.
Festival,
Mary's Fair,
in
whatever it
Canandaigua,
is.
and I won some cupcakes.
Yeah.
and I took those cupcakes that I won, and I brought them to the Rock City Roller Derby end of the year party.
Sure, that made
So
sense.
those were the cupcakes that I brought. That I
How
won
was the
from
party? You didn't mention the party, really.
It was okay. I had a good time. I don't know. I kind of clam up a bit when I
Well, you talked to Go.
I did. Oh
The
yeah.
whole picture thing. Like I asked them to send me my picture because I forgot about it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
please
So
send
Go
me
was
my
doing these interviews with people, and she had to draw a card out of a stack, and you got to tell something about it. You know,
Yeah,
related
there's,
to
like,
yourself.
2 different stacks that ask questions
Sure.
about you and everything, and so you were like, you could do up to like 3 cards, but like while you were doing it, there was like 2 different versions of like her drawing you.
Yeah.
At the
She's
risk
going.
of
She's
sounding naive, I guess I didn't even realize Go was playing.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
She's been playing, but occasionally like she sits
Sorry,
out.
Go.
She's got
The
it in
first-
interview,
Love you, buddy.
but,
The,
yeah.
the first picture was she would not take the pen off the paper, and she would look at you the whole time and
Yes.
draw.
Sure.
And so
pretty
and
fun.
that one, the second one came out much better though. But I mean, I was like, they were, it was pretty
Is that
cool.
the picture that you posted of your
Yeah.
caricature?
Yeah.
And that's what made me think of it. Is you actually got to post a picture
Yeah.
of yourself with that, and I was like, oh yeah, I want to see what mine looked like. She showed me, but like I was supposed to go pick up my pictures at the end, but like
Go, Jason, if you hear this, send a take a picture of the picture and send it to H&L. I'm pretty. I don't know. I
You
got
shared some cupcakes with me too. That was nice of you.
I did.
It was like 8 cupcakes, 2 4-packs, and you
Yeah.
were kind enough to send us home with one.
that's right. And I did at that party though. I did watch a bit of the Bills game when I was inside.
oh
so
yeah, because they had it going in.
yeah, Rob and I, Slaymate's husband, we were watching it together. So another guy I know from wrestling. So
yeah.
I know. I can never remember his wrestling name. Like I always hear
Superstar Rob
I know.
Schultz.
I'm always like famous Rob, awesome Rob. I should never
He
remember
was
it.
in the studio with us,
Sure,
when
He didn't say
Slaymate
too
came.
much, but he was nice enough to sit in. He said a couple of things.
He's a
I
good.
think.
He's a good dude. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
nice guy. He's always been kind to us.
Yeah, I remember, but he used to come out to "Hey Ya." That was his like entrance music, and he would have these tassels hanging off of him, and he would like come out and his hair would be all done in pigtails and stuff,
Oh
and
my God,
Love
like
that.
a lifetime
yeah,
ago. Yeah,
that's all I remember is "Hey Ya" with him.
But
so
like,
yeah.
I didn't recognize him
Outkast
as a
song?
wrestler until
What? Yeah, the
Outkast.
Outcast song. Yeah.
Until my husband recognized him at like
Yeah.
one of the last balls that he came to, and he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I used to wrestle with him," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Like, let's go talk."
Yeah, very cool. So and then we kind of got into a wrestling discussion after a while. So, well, I mean, he's another dude who's really good friends with Brody Lee. So it was like we were talking a little bit about that and stuff because we had an anniversary come by recently or something. But and that's about it. How about you? And then I just did 2 weeks, so I went way too long.
No, I've got 2 weeks as well. It's been I haven't been able to talk about the Bills thing yet. That was pretty.
Oh,
cool.
yeah,
I got to go to the Bills Stadium. So I won a contest to get to be in a contest, which sounds weird, but I signed up for this whatever to like be a part of the contest, and I ended up winning. So I got to go to the Bills compound or the Bills Stadium, whatever, and take part in a punt, pass, and kick contest for adults. It was like a Bud Light thing.
Yeah.
They always do it for kids, but this one was like Bud Light. So we got to go to like the practice field. So first I was a little bit bummed when we got there because it was raining, and I was really excited to like go down on the field and like kick and throw balls around on the field and stuff like that, where legends have played and we've seen these huge games and stuff like that. It didn't quite pan out. We still got to go do it in the practice stadium or the practice field, which is still very cool.
Yeah.
Still just, like marked up with Bill stuff all over the place.
That's where they do all those stupid videos, like where they ask them silly questions. Like you see they had the spelling bee.
Sure.
Yeah.
They always do like different like funny social media things after a workout or something like that. I will say I did very average. You could tell that some of these guys had like some experience, whether it was in high school or college or anything like that. But like some of these guys were punting the football past midfield. Like what average guy is just punting the ball like 60 yards? You know what I mean? Like,
It's a good
clearly,
distance.
like clearly a ringer. That's like, like I said, past midfield. So that's insane just for like an average guy to go punt.
Yeah.
So,
that's a heave.
I think they sent out the score afterwards, all the scores, and I think they like didn't, for whatever reason, they forgot to mark one of mine. So I was towards the bottom, no problem. Like I wasn't going to win anyways. But we all got like a bag and like a crappy kind of like Bud Light jersey. I call it crappy because by the time I got there, they had only had extra larges, and I was very mad because they also were like, well, you have to wear it if you want to compete. And I was like, but you asked my size and then you gave my jersey to somebody else.
Yeah.
They like asked all of our sizes. So I literally just had this thing like over my head and my arms and stuff like that. The pictures are pretty funny because the jersey's like red, white, and blue. And then I had a black and pink t-shirt, Bill's t-shirt on underneath. After the contest, though, it did stop raining. So they actually let us go to the big stadium, and we did get to go down on the field. We got to tour the locker room. So that was just so cool getting to like.
Did they say, and this place will be a smoldering pile of rubble after the next season?
So when I say tour, like they just like the security guards just moved out of the way and they let us like walk around everywhere we wanted.
Oh, that's
Like
cool.
that.
You can see
pretty
it.
much.
You
Yeah.
got
So
some great photos though.
yeah. The only thing that they had like blocked off was the logo, which is pretty common throughout 99% of the year, unless it's actually like the season happening.
Yeah.
And then the logo will be whatever, because only players are. And even then, you're not really supposed to touch the logo, walk on the logo,
Sure.
do anything gross on the logo.
In the
But
middle
they
of the
did have
locker
that
room.
like roped off. So we took some great pictures. Then we actually got to like walk down out of the tunnel that they all like run out of for intros and
Yeah.
stuff. It was just super cool, really amazing. It's the last, if you don't know, it's the last year that the Bills will be in this stadium before they move across the street. And just getting to like take the kid down there and like crawl around on the turf
the
and
grass,
like
yeah.
be like literally like dead center on the logo.
Oh, yeah.
And like we just got some amazing pictures. It was really and of course because he's such a ham, like all the other families and contestants and stuff are like getting into it. Everybody's having fun. One guy actually like did like Bill's cosplay, so he had the whole get up. He's like, take a picture with the helmet. So like on the logo, I'm like kneel down behind him, and he's like holding this big old helmet, like a full size helmet. And then I actually put him in the helmet.
Oh, nice.
I turned it upside down. So yeah, we just got some amazing pictures. Really special to be able to do that with him. Something that I will tell him about probably often. And,
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, it's just a cool.
You got a lot of
cool
firsts this
moment.
past year, man.
Dude,
First
so cool. Like
WrestleMania,
this kid
first
is just
baseball
so gnarly.
game. Yeah.
Like we've done so much, and like he's so cool, and he's just like down for it
Yeah.
too. We
So go with the flow.
yeah, we spent well, let me get to Wednesday. Sorry. So that was Sunday, the 17th. Wednesday, Double N and myself went and saw the original TMNT because that was in theaters for the anniversary. H&L was kind enough to bring Luna and come hang out and watch Little Guy for a while. Very kind. I appreciate you loving him. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, Luna is so excited to hang out with them. Like, it was funny because she started, like, listing off her favorite, like, little kids that she has to hang out with. And he was definitely, like, top tier because he's just...
Top 3, woo!
Yeah,
There you
he's so interested in what she's doing.
Yeah.
And, like, especially like the captain's hat. It's so funny. Like,
Yeah,
he wears
he
that
loves
everywhere. and
hats,
he
yeah.
wants the hat so bad.
Yes, he does. Yes, yeah. But either way, I digress. Really great movie. I love that movie. It was actually like my first favorite movie. I was born in '88. It came out in '90. So yeah, my first. Yeah, it's my first favorite movie. Did I say I was born in '88?
You
I
did.
was born in '86.
Oh,
Jennifer
okay.
was born in '88. That's funny.
You both are babies.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. You're still only like 3 years older than me. I don't wanna hear it.
school then. Okay.
Thursday was the New York State Fair, which we had a great time at. My friend Jugs Bunny from the Michigan area was in town, who we've had on the show. And you came. That was great.
Yeah.
It's sort of, I think, like 3 out of the last 4 years has been like us going and
Yeah.
enjoying it. Yeah, just lots of fun, lots of firsts. He got to have a little bit of ice cream.
Yeah,
He
yummy.
got to try some cow's milk, not formula or mom's milk. So that was cool. But he's at the like exploratory like food age where everything is super exciting. So he just wants to try all of it. But he's so chill. Like we went most of the day. So like I think we left around like 1:30, maybe 2 o'clock. We got out there and spent like 6 hours at the fair just walking in the sun. And then we went and saw like 2 concerts.
Yeah.
Lots of up and down and start and stop and things like that. And he's just there for it. AJR was great. We had a really enjoyable time. I always love that they have some really cool shows that are free because we've seen some great acts that I would probably pay some money for, not necessarily their required amount that they typically charge for tickets.
Sure.
But
It was well worth the entrance fee.
Yeah,
I
that
always
was
feel like I miss out once I realized like who actually played and everything. I'm like, oh my god, this should have been the year I went. And like when you mentioned that you guys were going, I was like, oh my god, like I never think about going to there, and I want to go. Like I feel like Luna would love that. Like it's such.
Well,
an
See a lot of animals.
next year,
Yeah.
Oh,
we
yeah.
do like the
She's
petting
sold.
zoo. Yeah,
Oh,
lots
I
of
want to take
animals.
them all home with me. The cute goats and
goats and stuff,
Couldn't
yeah,
find
we
any
love-
really little baby goats, but
Doesn't matter.
they were mid-sized goats.
Sure,
you know.
some good. Yeah,
But
right.
the baby ones are so cute. They're like, take me home.
We did the church carnival on Friday that you had mentioned.
Yeah.
None of us are particularly churchy, but give us some sweets and some fried dough.
Yeah, got a
And-
bunch of quarters and
yeah,
bam.
Yeah, so they have like a roulette game where you win cakes, pies, cupcakes, whatever the case is. So you put your quarter down on a number, they spin the wheel. If it lands on your number, you win cupcakes, cookies, whatever.
Your choice.
So, yeah,
There's a table full of cakes.
Yeah. So this year, usually last year or whenever we went last, I can't remember when it was. We had both won. This year it was only Cashman. He had the
Yeah.
luck this year. So
Yeah.
we've just been doing so much too.
I didn't even know I won. The lady next to me goes, "Hey, you won." It's like, well, I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
Yeah, it was good to kind of chill throughout the day on Friday, but we did take off and go to the carnival, which was a good time. Saturday we went to the Red Wings game. And we have just been packing it in. So it was cool. We actually got Dick move out to the Red Wings game. I think that was his first time at like a semi-pro or pro baseball game. So that was cool. After the game, we took Jugs to the train station. She's the weirdest. Like, there's no convenient way to get from here to Michigan.
Yeah.
You either have to go through like Canada and
Yeah.
deal with that, or you have to go like down, around, and then back up.
But it's like double the time.
And it's
Yeah.
like double the time.
Yeah.
So she enjoys taking the train.
Sure.
And yeah, whatever. So I dropped her off at the train station. And I think because of all the things that we have been doing, Anderson caught his cold, and now Dad caught Anderson's cold.
Yeah.
So I am feeling
You're
kind of
welcome.
crummy. Yeah, right. Yeah. Lots of fun. Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
So I feel like crap. Tomorrow I have to work. Hopefully I can shake it off tonight. I'm going to go home and drink a
Road
bunch
trip.
of water. Yeah, right. Chug some bottles of NyQuil, whatever the case is. But no, everything's been so cool, and it's awesome getting to do it all with Double N and Anderson and friends and stuff like that. Things have just been very busy, but very cool. And I took some PTO. Grandma was on vacation this week, so instead of working, I took some time off, so that way he had his childcare or whatever. So that was good.
Nice.
Didn't you also go to summer fair?
That was
that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that was like 3 weeks ago, the first weekend
I'm
in
so
August. Yeah. But no, it's just been crazy. Yeah, this month has
Yeah.
been like summer fair and the state fair
Yeah.
and then the carnival and all the other things that we've done in between.
And you've worked a lot too.
And worked a
All the
lot.
things
So
you need to do and all the things you want to do.
Yeah.
yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. So it has been great. I do feel bad that my little buddy is not feeling well. I feel pretty crappy myself, so if I'm feeling like this, I can only imagine what he's feeling like. But he's literally the coolest, and we are just so in love, and it's really the dopest thing ever.
All right.
Why don't we go ahead and hit a break? We're going to
that.
come back, and we're going to talk all about local derby with H&L and Rock City Roller Derby and Flower City Roller Derby. You are listening to Derby Rocks on 106.3 WRFC.
Little Black Keys take you into the break.
Well, all I got is honesty. Hard-working girls always come on to me. I guess I gotta go. See you when I'm back from Mexico.
You know, I'm gonna give a little hot take here. I think Sublime has always been overrated. I respect it for what it is, but
Yeah.
like they're just beach juggalos. That's really all it is.
They are.
Like, I
So-
appreciate your witch cackle. That was nice.
But like I get what you're saying because I remember in high school being like really into them and really into the lyrics and everything.
Sure.
But now as I'm older, like
yeah,
it's
just
really
like we
hard
get it,
to
like party man, right?
yeah, like yeah, I
And it's
want to be like
nonsense.
at that level, but no, I have a kid now.
right. Same.
But I bet they sold out. I'm
Sure,
pretty sure.
no,
Oh,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah,
I would
I
love
have
to
no
see
doubt
it.
that it's sold out. I would absolutely still go see them live if it was like affordable, or if they
Yeah.
played at the state fair for free.
Right.
I would be there.
I would definitely know all the lyrics still. I'm not gonna lie.
Sure,
Like,
I would-
There's
would
a
be-
few shows this past week that they were really good ones out there. The Melissa Etheridge and the Indigo
I tried
Girls.
to win tickets to that.
Yeah, and
That's
tonight,
more our speed these days.
yeah,
Well-
tonight is a Hart and Todd Rundgren.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna see Ani DeFranco on Sunday.
Nice.
Like, we're
Buffalo
going out to-
Zone, huh?
Yeah. Me and Bammer and Hater.
Sounds
and
right.
La Trenda. Yeah, we're all going
Very
out there.
cool.
Yeah.
That's
well, hey,
awesome.
that voice that you're hearing is not.
It's much better
us,
on this
yeah.
mic. I will
It's
say
not
that.
us, you know,
Yeah.
taking
not
helium
Lindsay
or
either,
anything like that.
okay?
It's definitely not Lindsay. It might be Heather though. So we are joined by H&L or Heather, not Lindsay, from RCRD and FCRD. Super excited to have you here. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Why don't you tell us all about your origin story? Let's go way back in the day and tell us how you got involved in this.
So, Bammer and I went to see a derby game. I want to say like, I can't even gauge. Like, how long have they been involved? Like 16 years now?
Yeah,
Like,
2009 was it?
we went when
Yeah,
Rock
something
City
like
was
that.
practicing at Horizon still, and one of our friends had told us about it. We went and saw the game, and we were all about it. And so we were like, "Yes, we're gonna go practice." And so Bammer and I went to a couple practices at Horizon, but I could skate at the time. I couldn't stop, but so
Yeah, that's not that
I went
important.
in full force, not expecting to stop, just hit people. And like they were like, no, you gotta plow. And like I couldn't do that.
What?
Yeah. And so I crashed and burned quite a few times and hit my tailbone. And so I decided to take a step back and just be like a cheerleader for Bammer. And like I remember back in the day bringing my nephews, bringing my like sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, we would make signs in back in the day for Bammer and hold them up like at JVC and all that. Like
Sure.
and at, like the Bill Grace when they
Re-
played there and all that
Yeah,
too.
Regional Iceplex, yeah.
Oh yeah, and so it wasn't until I want to say like 2017 or so, somebody had suggested that I come help and ref, and I figured why not because like I was.
think it was 16 because that's
What's
when
it 16?
we met.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, lifetimes
Summer
ago.
of
though.
16.
Yeah, so like. I figured why not because I was already like up for going to all the volunteer stuff. Like I had
Right.
gone to away games and helped with the merch table and everything. And like it wasn't that I expected to actually coach, but like the idea of like helping out
Sure.
the coaches like excited me and everything. And I was like, okay, like I can do that and everything. So for a couple of years, that's what I did. I bench managed for Rock City for the B-sides. And then COVID hit and everybody for most part took a break. And then what is it now? Like
25.
I know. So like, what was it?
22.
22. Yeah. That Damien like had decided that he was going to coach for Fear, and he reached out to me asking if I was
Or
interested.
23 maybe when
Yeah.
he started, coaching.
It's
I don't know.
One of those years. Yeah, I know. It's so hard to keep track anymore. But so he had asked if I would come help him coach with Fear as far as like helping with the bench and everything. And that seemed like a nice transition as far as coming out of COVID and everything. It seemed like up my alley. So we went with that. And from there, it turned into me finally breaking down and getting the shoulder surgery that I needed, and then recovering from that and deciding to give skating another chance. And I did that for a little bit last year, and it seemed to work out okay to the point where like I was able to push myself a little bit further. So along with coaching, I did the boot camp for Rock City last fall and everything, and I followed through with doing their quarry practices, and I actually just did my first B-side practice last week with
I
them.
believe you MSRs too. You passed them.
I did,
Yeah?
yeah. I passed those like at the end of June, but it's been like a hard transition just because my daughter does guitar on Mondays, and that's usually when bees practice and everything. So I just didn't want to show up to a bees practice late and like come into it.
Hop
like,
right in. Hi.
I don't know what I'm doing, but let me show up
Right,
late
let's do
and
this.
like just fall into this. So I decided to wait until I like could handle going into it and being on time and everything, and really being able to absorb what was happening and everything. And so it was like a nice transition to go last week and like see what that's about. But like I've also done a lot of reffing this season too for like the juniors and the B-sides.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been cool.
Did you have any interest or play any other sports growing up in high school or anything after that?
So I played soccer in high school. Well, I played oh my gosh. I played soccer in middle school, and at that point, my dad and one of his buddies that worked at Kodak had started like an inner city soccer league.
Okay.
So I really got into rec soccer
Sure.
and enjoyed that. And I did a little bit of soccer with high school, but I didn't have the energy to compete with junior or like JV and
Yeah,
varsity and all that.
that's fair.
So I only did like summer leagues and all that. And I took a step back, and I thought like I was bartending at the time, and derby seemed so cool that I thought I could just jump into it. And then I was just like sorely mistaken.
Yeah, like, not really a thing you can like casually hop into.
Yeah, especially like one of the main things is you need to have health insurance, and at that time
Yeah,
I
bartending
didn't.
doesn't
Yeah,
provide much.
I was
right?
I was doing that, and I was working at a machine shop, and those were my two main sources of income, and it was like I couldn't jeopardize either of those to like enjoy myself. So I was just like, all right, I'll just be a cheerleader for now and like
Sure.
support Bammer.
What kind of skating experience did you have? You had mentioned, back in 2009 or whatever it was, you could skate. You just couldn't stop. Was it like super casual, like went to some like skating parties and stuff like that, or?
Not even skating parties, but again, like Bammer and I have known each other since 7th grade, and she used to live down by Charlotte Beach, and we would spend, I would spend like weeks at her house. Like my parents would give the okay, and I would just spend like a week or two at her house
Why
and
not,
hang out.
right? Especially in the summer or whatever.
Right. And so at that time, for most part, we were doing rollerblading. And so we did a lot of rollerblading back then and everything, but it was just very casual and all that. And we would go to Horizon every once in a while when we could, because like it was in the vicinity. But I don't think I ever really tried quad skating until like derby was introduced, and as like an option, okay.
So you
yeah.
didn't have like 4th grade skating parties in school where they
No.
brought out the quad skates?
No. I would have rather had that. No, I had like high school
was gonna
like
say,
dance
they made you, like,
classes.
line dance.
Yeah, like the line dancing.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Oh, I
all the
remember we
square
used to
dancing and
like
ballroom
every
dancing.
couple months they used to come in.
Macarena.
Oh my God.
Every couple months they'd come in and you have to fit in these skates that were gigantic for most people.
brownies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, and those are like the worst because they're not flexible at all. And yeah. And so like when I was like relearning to skate, Paws and I had went to Horizon one day, and I was like going great, and then all of a sudden like my one leg got really shaky, and it turned out one of my
Pivot cups.
No, what's the squishy part?
Cushion.
The cushion. Like, they had all exploded because my skates, like, I hadn't touched them since pre-COVID.
Yeah, they like dried
dried
out.
out.
Yeah,
yeah.
and this was like I think this was like the second time wearing them out after like COVID.
Yeah.
And so they were just like dust in my one shoe. And so I was so disappointed because like I went out and was doing so
were
great right off the
trying,
bat.
right,
And then
yeah.
I thought I was going to die as soon as like my one skate gave out. So I like went to rent the brownies and everything.
Yeah,
and that is
sucks.
such a transition. They
Yeah.
are so stiff.
Yeah,
and
the
like,
wheels are nonsense and
yeah.
so on, yeah.
And so I tried that for 5 minutes and I just had to like give up and like wait until like the next like
Yeah,
to get new cushions and all that and like go back out.
Sure. I at my first fear practice that actually happened to me, my cushion, because Sky had picked up some skates for me.
Yeah.
From I can't remember her name, but whatever the old skate shop in Buffalo was called.
Oh yeah.
Like the wheels on the skates were more expensive than the boot. basically.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So like they were like beaters at the time. I think I was waiting tables myself even, so I didn't have anything, and they were nice enough to provide them at the time. But yeah, literally like the first like half hour of practice, I'm like trying roller derby out. Let's go. Like I'm excited to be here, really nervous, and now my skates are falling apart.
And you think it's just you. Like you're like, oh my God, like,
Yeah,
oh my
right.
God, my legs are just shaking because I can't handle this and
Right.
everything. And it's really your skates falling apart on you. It's horrible.
Yes, it's not great. What has made you stay? You know, I know, you know, Emily or Bammer is a big part of your life, but you know, from like 2009 to trying again in like 2016 and 2017 to falling again then and bruising your tailbone and you've made some like drastic life changes, and so I guess more so, what is it that kind of makes you keep showing up or keep trying after all these years?
I don't know.
Are you just stubborn?
Yes, I am very stubborn. I'm a Taurus. I'm totally bullheaded about things. If I want to do something, I'm going to make sure it
Damn it,
happens.
you're gonna do it.
Yes. And it's definitely been one of those things where like skating is one of those few things where like I want to get up and go. Like I've had gym memberships in the past and like you can kind of go for so long, but like unless you really form a habit with it, it's really hard to be consistent with it.
I have fantastic equipment in my basement that I have never used
I have a
once.
gazelle sitting right behind me in my office that I like barely ever use.
Yeah, I hear you.
But like when boot camp started up and I realized this was a chance to really like learn skating and doing like all the awesome things that you can do while skating, and I gave it a chance, it was even then like Sundays were our like lazy Sundays. We just hung out and relaxed on Sundays at my house and everything. So like to go to the boot camp from like 2 to 4:30, like even at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I was like, this is
No,
hard
I don't
to
want
get
do
to.
anything. Yeah. What do you mean? At
This
2
is, like,
o'clock, I
hard
want to eat like chili
Right,
and
like-
watch football.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Right, we're already like set to like make like an early dinner and everybody wind down and get ready for like Monday morning going back to work and school and all that. But like it was exciting. Like even though I was struggling, it was just like you could see like, well, I could see in myself like the little transitions of getting better and better and better.
Consistent and showing up.
And it gets hard because you totally want to compare yourself to other people, but it really boils down to like what you're capable of doing and everything.
Sure.
And so it took like a while to push past that and everything, and
Yeah.
like finally finishing up boot camp, and like even with Corey, because Corey's even earlier on Sundays. It starts at 11, and so like even that was like a hard push at the beginning, but it was like enough to know that even if I was showing up late, like that was still something I wanted to go do. Like I was still getting out of bed and like trying to do the things to get myself awake and functioning so I could get there. Even if I was late, like I was still trying to get there.
Sure. Better late than never, right?
Right.
What does next year mean then?
So I don't even know, because like I had my shoulder surgery in 2024, like May of 2024,
Okay.
and like that was kind of major, and I didn't expect to be able to do any kind of like contact sport after that and everything. So like when I decided to give skating a chance, I had already been skating and doing boot camp before I went back to my orthopedic doctor and been like, hey, can I?
okay?
Yeah, can I?
By the way,
am I allowed to hit people or like people allowed to touch me? Like, what happens if I fall on my shoulder? Like, is that okay? Yeah. And they pretty much said as long as you're comfortable with it, like go at your own pace and like make sure that you're stepping back when you need to. And so it's been like a gradual progress, but it's always been in the back of my mind that if like I can't do the skating and hitting, then I want to be able to at least skate and maybe like ref. And so that's also been a back burner thing too that I've been looking into and like reviewing like all the videos for that and all.
Can't you get like some sort of armor? Get some armor.
You
right?
can. I haven't
Yeah.
gotten that far.
I know
so,
they've got the shoulder stuff that freaking like straps it down and everything.
so it was funny because
K-tape is
yeah.
what you're
K-tape.
Well, no,
It's more
there's
like the
also,
bills.
there's-
They have
there's,
like
a
a
shoulder
lot of the
strap
players
thing
have that.
Fifi's use.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's like a harness thing. But
Yeah.
like, Dang even said something at the bees practice because, I have a hard time bringing my arms up to my side when I'm blocking to kind of like use them as like that extra length. But I went through boot camp consistently hiding them behind my back because I wanted to protect my shoulder,
Sure.
which as a jammer is a great skill to like practice and everything. But as a blocker, like
It's not great.
yeah, it was
or
like
if you fall backwards.
very true. Yes. So it was like a nice reminder to like, yeah, I need to really work on opening myself up when I'm blocking and everything. And so I'm excited to see what I can do this year. Like I'm not going in with high expectations because there's so many great skaters already. And like even with Corey and everything, there's been so many people that have been coming up that have been excellent. And I know like it's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
Like trying to pick those rosters out for.
I could
Rockstar's
see.
gonna
I
be
could
tight.
see you on the bees next year. I could see it.
I would love to think that, but like I don't want to get my hopes up because like I know there's so many other potential people that have like really like moved up so quick and everything, and so it's even exciting to see them at that.
Yeah.
And like
No, it's true.
even talking about being like a ref, like that was also like kind of a back burner thing because like really like all I've ever done is like the coaching of the bench managing, so it was like kind of like a thing of, well, I'm gonna go into this and trying to learn more about like derby because like you, for as much as you can learn watching it, you don't know until you play it.
Yeah.
Like there's so much that you pick up when like you're doing drills and everything, and like just realizing like the way you need to turn your feet and everything, or even like your knees, or like how you position your back and like keeping it straight and like taking a hit. Like there's so many like little intricate steps to it that it's like definitely like a building block going into it. Like you learn this one little thing and then you work on that, and then it's like you add this little piece to it to like make you just a little bit better about catching somebody. And so it's like no matter what, there's always been like this building block of like I've got these different avenues I can go.
Yeah.
So I'm not
Nothing's like set in stone.
Yeah.
You don't have to pick one path right now.
Oh yeah, and I'd be happy doing any of them just because it's exciting to play, but it's
Yeah.
also very exciting to watch. Like even when I NSO, like I'm still like holding my breath because I'm trying not to cheer for any of the teams out there because it's just so exciting to watch.
If
Like
you ever-
people hit each other.
If you ever had the thought, I mean, if you ever think about it and you would like to do some announcing, I know someone who could.
I mean, I do
know a
like
guy.
that
Yeah.
too, and I'm not afraid of it. So I was afraid of it in the beginning just because like I felt like I knew nothing about it.
Yeah.
But like in high school, I did do radio and television broadcasting
Sure.
at Woco. So like this has always been like a thing that intrigued me too.
Yeah.
But it's hard because like I'm definitely a person where you can give me a script and I can sit here and read it.
Yep.
And like keep that clear, concise voice,
Is
and
it the improv that gets you?
yeah, it's
Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's speaking off the cuff.
I mean,
and
I know
everything.
nothing about roller derby, and I've been, and I still do it.
But like you know enough though, like, and you like know you've learned about
Yeah.
the skaters and everything, and you know these little niches and all that, and like to even see Fifi doing it, like that was so not mind boggling, but it was like exciting to see her step into that role because like she's been doing all the other things.
I loved it. I got to play producer. I sat there
And she did a great
Yeah.
job, like,
Yeah.
and it like, and like seeing her like reading off a sheet of paper, kind of for the beginning of it, and like
Yeah.
naming off the skaters. It was kind of more reassuring that like, okay, it isn't all just like trying to talk about what's going on. Like, you do have to, like,
Yeah, you're still gonna have notes. You're still
Right.
gonna have
Yeah.
And, like,
cues and things like that.
when I did bow production, I would make the script for you. So I
Yeah.
knew, like, there were certain cues that I would, like, write up for you and everything like that. Like, hey, mention this at this time. And
I
all
forgot that you were in charge of bow production.
Yeah.
That. Ever ago.
Back
Yeah.
when we were still at like GVA a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of like bout production and stuff, you've kind of hopped in and done a fair amount of committees and other things like that. You recently accepted a board position with FCRD, maybe out of like necessity. I don't know, but why do you find yourself? Why do you keep giving more?
Because it's so. The job I have right now is very, not that it's simplistic, but it gives me the time to, like, think about other things. And so just being able to see, like, the difference from being from Rock City and Fear and seeing, like, the things that we need to step up on and trying to like, better our situation and everything, it just, like, I can see what I can do to help. And I know that not everyone is as computer savvy as far as getting, like, spreadsheets together and everything. And so it's just one of those things where, like, I see where I can start something and I feel like I can hand it off and, like, somebody else would be able to pick it up and, like, be able to take over if they really needed to and everything. And so that's kind of why I stepped up, because, like, I knew I could, like, get things going that, like, were kind of, like, sticking to the wayside. And, like, I want to see Fear succeed. Like, we've been doing so great, and it's exciting to see how many places are, like, so welcoming and everything. And, like, and with Fear, like, it's a different environment because you're watching people come from, like I guess what is the word for it? Like, remote skaters, I guess.
Yeah,
Yes.
satellite
remote
skaters.
Satellite
juniors
skaters,
moving
yeah.
up as
so
well.
it's like seeing that the people, like, I get it's hard to fully commit to, like, a league and step up and do all, like, the little things that it takes to run it, but, like, even still, like, these people have been showing up consistently because they want to play and everything, and this is where they choose to play. Like, they've liked to play with this league, and it would be exciting to see Fear be able to excel as far as Rock City did, just because of, like, how big this city is. Like, there has to be other people wanting to skate with us.
I would think, but
Right.
you know, no, recruitment has always been like the hardest part for
Oh,
us,
yeah.
and you know, there have been times that it hasn't been for a lack of effort.
Yeah.
More so recently, it's absolutely because of a lack of effort. So,
But life happens,
Yes,
and that's
it
the thing
does,
is, like,
yeah.
the people that are involved, like, things come up for them, and, like help is only help if it helps, and
Yeah.
like, depending on what you're able to give to that, like, if that still helps, like, you're still doing your part and everything.
yeah.
And, like, you don't want to burn yourself out, especially, like, when you want to be in this, in the longevity of everything. Like, you want to be able to hang out and, like, still come around,
Yeah.
even if you don't want to totally skate or anything or coach. Like, you still want to be a part of their environment. And I love seeing, like, our retired skaters come to games and everything and be excited to see, like, their friends still skating and
Right.
everything. So, like,
Very cool.
I want to keep that going.
yeah, that's a great answer. What do you have in mind that will make all of your hard work sort of worth it? You know, it's going back to 2009. It's a long time, and it's been a roller coaster, a fair amount of ups and downs. It's a solid trajectory now. You
Yeah.
know, we're doing a lot of ups these days,
Oh,
but you know what will make all of it at the end of the day, when it's all said and done? What will make you say, like, this is totally worth it? This is great. Is there anything left for you to accomplish or do?
I would actually say no. There is nothing left for me to accomplish because I feel like I've already exceeded my own expectations. But as far as, like, going forward and trying to do things for Rock City and Fear and the junior roller derby and everything, it's just, I just want to see everybody succeed. Like, it's so exciting to see the kids come out and, like, being able to NSL for them.
Oh,
And
yeah.
like, you can tell, like, that, like, certain kids have come from certain situations and they are still so into the game and still so excited about, like, what they're doing and for their friends. And it just, that means a lot to me.
Awesome.
Like, there's always something more. Like you always, like I would hope that everybody would be able to find something that they enjoy enough to keep going forward with.
That's how Derby is. It kind of gets you and grabs you.
Yeah,
and-
pulls
It really
you
does.
in,
It
right?
keeps pulling you back.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what. Like it's always been a thing where like I've really enjoyed it, even if I'm struggling. Like I want to come back to it.
I think
Stop
we,
it.
I think we all want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves and make a difference. So
definitely.
I understand, and you do make a difference. So thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
We're coming to the end.
I was going to say, do we want to try and hit some news? Did George come back?
He's here someplace.
Okay,
so-
George is back. Why don't we hit not necessarily some of the scores? Why don't we plug like Erie's bout tomorrow and stuff like that?
Yeah. Okay. So we got tomorrow, Saturday, August 30th. Their Erie Roller Derby is hosting the second of its 3 home bouts, and the third one's going to be in September when the B-sides go there for their last game of the year.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a really cool place. It's really, where they have it. It's called the Bayfront Convention Center. It
love
starts
it
at
there.
4:30. It was an awesome place when we
Yeah.
went there.
The
That's
floor is amazing.
the one time I played. There it was.
That's where you played?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
my
it.
goodness,
Yeah. So, but it was cool. It was like the floor. It was a beautiful
Yeah, it was
floor.
like a marble floor.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
pretty
that
cool.
makes such
But
a
yeah,
difference,
that's
too,
tomorrow, and they are. I love them. They're a lot of fun people, and they have their stuff together. And I might even come out. It's the day before my birthday, so it's like
Cashman's birthday is September 21st.
Uh-oh.
Cashman's birthday is September 21st.
Oh, no.
Coming
Cashman's
up.
birthday is September
stop it.
21st. Do you
I don't
remember?
know. Did you guys know Cashman's birthday is September 21st?
21st of
Yeah,
September.
that's what I hear.
All right.
That's what
So
I hear.
we've also got some sanctioned matchups from Monsoon Madness. I'm not sure where this is taking place because I'm a bad podcast host, but we have teams like Baja, Angel City, Wasatch, who we love, Minnesota, who's been on the show, Kansas City Roller Warriors, Sacramento, I might have said already, Rat City. Those are some of the teams from today. Then we have Denver, Northern Arizona, Sin City, and Boulder County.
That's at the
on-
Flatiron Face-Off. Yeah, that's.
Oh, geez, I'm mixing things up.
That's
Sorry.
okay. No, that's
So
okay,
we've
because there's a
we've
bunch
got
of tournaments
Monsoon
this
Madness.
weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got Monsoon Madness with the teams that I had mentioned previous. Then we've got the Flatiron Face-Off, which is Northern Arizona, Sin City, Denver, and Boulder County.
Yeah.
I think we're going to run out of time and cut into George's hour here, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here.
Let's get out.
Thank you to
Thank you.
H&L for
Thank
coming
you.
on the show. It was awesome. It feels good to be back.
Well.
You're listening to Derby Rocks on 106.3 WRFC.